Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am very happy that you have chosen to be with me here today for this reading regarding insights into love. Please know it is timeless, so whenever you have clicked on it to listen or watch, it is meant for you at that point in your journey. If there's any information that does not connect with you and your situation, please feel free to let it go. If there's information or messages through the reading that do connect with you or resonate, I would encourage you to keep your mind and heart open to receiving it, as well as continue to process that information once the video is completed. Before we jump into our reading, let's focus on our breathing. As you inhale and exhale, you can ask Source, Higher Power, Universe, if there are any symbols or signs for you to see and receive. Also, if you have presented a question before clicking on the video, you can ask Source and Universe to open your mind and your eyes to see and receive the answers. As you inhale and exhale, let go of any busyness, confusion, weight that you may be feeling in your mind and in your heart. And as you inhale and exhale, release any tension or tightness, stiffness that you may feel throughout your body. And let's get started. I'm using a variety of decks today. If you're interested in any of them, the links you can find are down in the description box. Let's begin with our tarot. First, we have Strength. Next, we have Six of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Sun. And Page of Swords. So a quick look at the cards. We have two number ones, and the number one definitely represents a new cycle, something that is beginning, something that you may be bringing new life to, new energy to, represents possibilities and opportunities, definitely movement and action. Also, I see two major arcana. We have one near the, at the beginning, excuse me, and then another one at the end, close to the end of the reading. We also have two pentacles, and when we think of pentacles, it's definitely a representation of abundance, responsibility, security, resilience. So we'll see if that information comes through the cards for this reading. So let's start with our first card, which is Strength. It is a major arcana. It's number 8. So when we think about love in relation to strength, it may be that you need to persevere, endure. What I'm sensing is if you are single, you may be over being single and you're ready for a partner and or a companion, and you're wondering, when is that going to happen? What I am seeing in this card is definitely the forward movement. It's represented in this deck, the forward movement of the individual and the lion. And several tarot decks that I have, you can see them sitting together or standing one by the other, looking more at you through the card. So for me, this is indicating, going back to being single, that there is action, there is movement, and to trust in that. Also, with strength, what I'm sensing when I look at that lion is it's representative of that inner power, that inner strength, that kind of going back to the pentacles, that resilience that you have, or it may be that you need to find. But for this one, maybe it is facing a fear. Maybe you have been wounded or hurt by love in the past, and you fear opening your heart again. And again, it could be romantic, it could be platonic, a friendship. Love can be shown and shared in both. So it could be that you fear opening your heart again. And with the major arcana saying strength, the lion is there. Again, they're both facing forward. It is the first card in the reading, which definitely shows a need to focus and pay attention to the meaning and the representation through the illustration. So have courage, have strength, find that inner power and hold tight to it so that you can face that fear. When we close off our heart, when we remain isolated in our inner being, we are unable to be true to ourselves. We are unable to share our gifts and abilities as they were meant to be shared. And we are able to present to the universe and to those around us an energy of freedom, is what I'm sensing, an energy of contentment, an energy of welcoming others into our space, into our world. So definitely that is strongly coming through, that if this is resonating with you about opening your heart again, even if it's a slow open, there is no time limit, there is no need to fully swing it open, because it could be that you need to take time to heal from past hurts in order to even begin to slowly open your heart. And that's okay. This, what's coming through, is the importance of choosing to move forward, having that forward movement as illustrated in this card. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles. And with Six of Pentacles, it's definitely that generous spirit, generous heart, one of compassion, one that is willing to help others. I think of it as, and I'm sensing it, you see a need, you feel the need, you step into action. Also with the Six of Pentacles is gratitude, being appreciative of what you have, being thankful of what and who you have in your life. So in the area of love, it may just be that. Are you thankful for the individuals in your life, your family, your friends, your partner? And I understand, and I'm sensing it strongly, that there may be broken family ties due to wounding, due to hurt. So I'm excluding that from the statement that I just made, because it's understandable there may be some separation during that or from that. So when I mention family, it's if it is a healthy relationship, one of give and take, one of reciprocity, meaning there's love given, love received, you know, that compassion given and compassion received. It could be in love that your partner, your friends, your family may need help. You know, the Pentacles, it could be financial. You have to determine that if you're able to do that. But what I'm sensing is your presence, your compassion, your understanding, your listening ear. There, I'm sensing through the card, you can see the hands at the bottom, that there is one, maybe two individuals in your life that are in need of that right now. So it could be you need to take a moment to determine who that may be. Next, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is representative. It could be of a partnership. It's communication. What I see definitely jumping right out is that fork in the road. He's on a journey, but soon is coming a fork in the road. So are you in a relationship where a decision needs to be made? Positive or one of letting go? And not that letting go is negative. That's not what I mean. But it is what I meant is it can be a difficult decision, even if it is for our higher good. Letting go at times can be very difficult. So are you at a fork in the road in your relationship? Do you need to make that decision? Are you understanding that that relationship no longer serves your better good and or the other individual? With the Two of, Wands, there's definitely two wands. And is there a need for communication? Do you feel on the other side that your relationship is kind of right now going in two different directions? And the wands are of manifestation, action. So, and as I pull the card back, I see two stags in the back. And often in movies, I'll hold it a little bit closer. Often in movies, stags are one of wisdom, of information, of knowledge. So is it that you need to communicate with your partner, your friend, your family, so that you can gain a better understanding of that individual, or maybe what they're going through, or what may be causing you right now to be moving in two different directions? Is there that need for communication? And if you initiate that, it is not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength, because you are choosing love. You are choosing healing. You are choosing communication. You are choosing to understand that other person. That is strength. Avoiding it, running away, putting it aside, delaying it, those are ones that you could consider weakness. Those are avoidant behaviors. Those are ones that do not serve you or the other individual's higher good, and to allow you and that other person to become a better version of yourself. With the Two of Wands as well, it could, what I'm seeing is that maybe you are dating and you have a consideration between two people. This here is indicating, I'm receiving, that you need to make a decision. And not that you're stringing someone along, maybe you are. In that case, definitely a decision, but there are two opportunities, and I sense and I'm receiving that a decision does need to be made. It's time. Next, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles definitely can represent beginnings. You can kind of see the moon at the top of the pentacle, and down here it looks like the sunrise. So definitely a beginning here in love. Maybe, again, you're entering the dating realm. Maybe you found someone, you're considering becoming serious, committing to just you and that other person. This could be an indication that it is an opportunity to do that. As well, with the Ace of Pentacles, happiness. It can represent happiness. Maybe right now in your relationship, you are at a very good point. Savor that, appreciate that. Continue to show that compassion and love, and just soak in that happiness and joy that that relationship is bringing to you. Also, the Ace of Pentacles can show stability and represent stability in the tarot. So when we think of the realm of love, is your relationship, what I'm receiving is your relationship stable? Is it one you can rely on? Again, those pentacles being resilient and stable, the pentacles themselves. Is it chaotic? Is it confusing? Is it up and down, up and down? On the flip side, what I'm receiving is the moon and the sunrise is that cycle of up and down, and we're here again, and really we're going to do this again is what I'm hearing and sensing. If that's the case, the moon represented in tarot is the dark night of the soul. So is there consideration to what all of this is doing to you? Your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, and if you practice, your spiritual health. So definitely what's coming through strong, friends, is that piece of, and it's right beside the Two of Wands, a need for a decision. Is that chaos? Is that up and down? Is that back and forth? Is that together broken up truly for your good? Truly for your higher self? Truly for your overall health? Very strongly, friends, coming through, and the fact that it's behind, or excuse me, yeah, right after the Two of Wands. Next, we have the Sun. And the Sun is 19, so it can be narrowed down to a 10, or it could be narrowed all the way down to a 1. So you can see it too with the planets spinning. Is there a beginning? Is your relationship coming to an end? A friendship as well coming to an end? Is there a need, again, I'll come to other meanings of the Sun in a minute, but very strongly, you know, Two of Wands, decision-making, action, moving forward, Pentacles, that chaos that came through, the up and down, and now you have the Sun right behind that. Has it come to the end? Has it lived out its longevity, I guess, is the word that I'm hearing and sensing? Has your relationship done you well? Has it been right by you, is what I'm sensing. If not, the Sun is here to shine and to shed light and wisdom and insight. When we think of the Sun, it is one of happiness and joy, growth, movement forward, not backwards, not chaos, because you can see the planets aren't spinning in chaos. They are on a path. They have a purpose. They have a direction. And they circle the Sun, which is life and light and growth and harmony. So again, I'm sorry if this does not apply to you. Hang on, stay with me. A need to make a decision. If your relationship is not one of light, of harmony, of love, of give and take, meaning in a positive manner, giving and receiving, a balance between that. One that is not giving happiness and joy. So for those, again, if you are in a relationship that is bringing joy, is moving forward, is providing and giving you that fulfillment and happiness, continue forward. Continue enjoying it. Continuing to be appreciative and grateful. Often in relationship, friends, when things are good, we can take it for granted. And before we know it, there's division, there's restlessness, there is a reason to be concerned. So even in the good times, be thankful, cherish, continue to love, continue to be compassionate, continue to give, and receive on a balanced and healthy level between you and the other individual. And next we have the Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords, in tarot, it represents shadiness. It represents a secret or hidden agenda. This person could be charming, but they have an ulterior motive. They thrive on that attention. And also some tarot decks refer to the Page of Swords as an individual, because they are so selfish, because they seek attention for themselves, they often can be hurtful through their words, hurtful through their actions. So it's interesting to me that that card, for our tarot cards, I have plenty of other ones, but for our tarot cards is the last one, because it's almost totally opposite of our strength to wrap out the tarot cards. It is opposite of the Six of Pentacles, the give and the take, the balance, the compassion, the generosity. Opposite of the Sun as well. It's right behind the major arcana of the Sun. So, are you in a friendship, a relationship, have a family member that you need to put some distance between, reconsider, disconnect a little bit from, because they are more into themselves than they are this relationship, more into the attention than caring about you? Does this individual have a secret agenda, a hidden agenda? And this came through, and I believe it may have been my other love reading, that, and I think it was through the love oracle cards, that if you are, and it's coming again now, if you are in the dating realm and this person may seem magnetic and full of life on the outside and really love bombing, that's what it was on the card, love bombing. This person is just giving into you, pouring into you, and there's something inside of you that, even if it's small, questions it. This card is here to say, and as we said, it's opposite of a lot of what came through, except for the one side of the Sun. Pause, reconsider. There is something hidden that needs to be seen. Consider putting some space until it's revealed to you, or till you understand it. If it's a family member, consider disconnecting a little bit, pulling back on the communication a little bit. If it's a friendship, same. Is it for your better good? And when I say that throughout my readings, if this is your first one, or it's, your 5th or 10th one of being with me, it's not one of selfishness when I say that, for your better good, for your higher good. It's one of healthiness. It is of balance. It is of compassion for self and for others. It is self-love. We are not meant to be hurt, those hurtful words, hurtful actions. We are not meant to be the brunt of someone else's pain or jokes or a doormat. That is what I'm referring when I say that in my readings, as to, is it truly for your higher good? Is it truly allowing you to be a better version of yourself, being with that individual? Next, let's take a look at our love oracle cards. First, we have heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. So it could be, friends, that you have recently gone through a heartbreak where you have been a recipient of the hurtful words, of the hurtful actions. It could be right now that you are in separation of someone, maybe coming back to the Sun, just that chaos. and the unknown. And even with the pentacles, the suit of pentacles, is it not stable for you to have been in that relationship? So you are taking a pause. You are reconsidering. You are looking at, can it be salvaged and restored? If you have any questions that you really feel it can't, your spirit and soul is asking you to take heed, to be cautious then, reconsidering and moving forward. It could be that you are grieving the loss of a relationship, friendship, family member. And it is time for you to find that strength, to have that inner strength that you do have within you. It is within you. It's your choice to pull from it, to find it, to seek it, and then therefore use it for you, to help you move forward, to help you heal. Next, we have, interesting, we have separation. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Wow. It just confirms, if you are one who looks for cards in a reading to confirm each other, here it is. So again, it could be that you are separated. It's coming right under that Two of Wands. A need to make a decision. A need to be aware of that you are going in two different directions. And is communication the key? Having that strength and courage to speak. It's not weakness when you do, friends. So you could be in that separation where you are feeling sad, you are missing that individual's thinking about you as well. You both are yearning for each other. But again, that last piece, you're unsure of your future, whether it's just you, just the other individual, or both of you. Again, if there are more questions than there are answers, if there are more negatives than solutions, then your spirit, soul, higher self is calling you to take heed and pay attention to that. And next we have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. Wow, again, friends, that confirmation. The Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun. Having that gratitude, having that appreciative spirit, even if you're single, be content in who you are. Be happy for you. Be happy in the accomplishments that you have throughout your daily life. The projects that you complete, the children that you teach or students that you teach, the people that you're able to give advice to and wisdom to because of your life experiences. So be happy. Keep that positive mindset, the card says. Again, right near that Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, a little bit further out. So again, coming back to that Ace of Pentacles, if you are happy in relationship, this word says bliss, and there is joy, remember to appreciate it, to be grateful, and tell that individual. Not only just feel it in your heart, but share that energy, that love and compassion with the other individual as well. Our next deck is Oracle cards. And we have Begin Now. Take your first step. Wow, again, another confirmation. Choosing to step forward, choosing to speak, choosing to find that courage. This card says it. Begin now. Take your first step. A new cycle is beginning. Wipe the slate clean, my friends. There's a beautiful sunrise out across these majestic fields. And you can see that it's not a sad goodbye on the individual's faces. I'll hold it a little bit closer. It's one of understanding. It's one of connecting. It's one of knowing there will be a return. It's one of courage and strength and resiliency, like our pentacles. So take that first step. Wipe the slate clean. There's a new horizon. Again, our two number ones at the outset. That beginning of a cycle, that positivity, possibilities, and movement. So there is plenty of confirmation coming through the messages of the tarot. This is finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So that definitely came through earlier as well. Open your heart, open your mind to your higher power, to source, to your guides, to the universe, so that you can be open to moving forward, to healing, to having that strength. Also that inner refuge, you kind of see the castle up into the clouds, high into the mountains. Just really finding that peace, taking a moment to pause. Again, going back to that Ace of Pentacles and the Sun. If there's chaos, if there's back and forth, up and down, cycles, again and again, take that time to pause, think, consider, even reconsider if you need to, and then move forward with direction and purpose. Next, we have Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. So what's coming through this card is trust. Trust in your decisions. Trust in your journey. Trust in your inner power, your strength that you have. Believe that things are possible. Believe in magic. Believe that you can wipe the slate clean and there can be a new journey. Through your pain here, through the love oracle cards, believe that you will get through this. Believe that your heart will heal. There is no timeline on our healing, friends. It may take a month, it may take a year, it may take 2 years, and that's okay. The key is, as we saw first off, we see it through the Pentacles, and the Two of Wands, the choice, the decision to move forward. And if you already are moving, to continue to move forward, to have that resiliency, to have the determination that you will heal, that you will be able to begin again. And then also with Journey by the Moonlight, when we think of the moon, what's coming through sometimes is that obviously the moon comes up at night, but what I'm sensing is to know that all may not be as it seems. So magic is a beautiful thing. It reveals things. So right now, you may be, what I'm hearing is self-sabotaging yourself in love because you're choosing to believe something that you don't have all the knowledge or information about. I'm also sensing you may be self-sabotaging yourself because of your past hurt that maybe you haven't fully processed yet. And so that is being projected into your friendship, family relationships, partnership, romantic relationships, causing things not to seem what it really is. Because we have a film, is what I'm hearing, a film over our eyes because of that past pain and hurt. And there is, I'll say it again, plenty throughout the reading so far to consider that, to make a decision about healing, and to move forward in that healing. From our Angel Answer deck, we have Compromise. So it's close to that Two of Wands, and what I'm hearing is in that communication, if this is speaking to you, friendship, relationship, family, that there is a need for compromise, for a new possibility, meaning a new perspective. The angels, through Source, through this deck, are saying compromise. And compromise, friends, again, society sometimes makes it seem like it's a weakness, but it's actually strength. When you are able to say, okay, I'm willing to hear, I'm willing to understand, or try to understand, I'm willing to have a new perspective, that's strength. Again, running from it, choosing not to face it, that is more of an anti-direction, an anti-strength. So compromise is one of a positive movement. Finding solutions that fit both of you, that serve the better good for both of you. Compromise is not one where one leaves with most of, quote, the power, quote, most of the momentum. Compromise is where you hear both each other, you actively listen to each other, and then you come to the middle with solutions that suit and are good for both parties. That's why it's strength, friends. That's why it's not weakness. And our other card from this Angel Answer deck, and our last one for our reading, is Abundance. So this is confirmation as well, friends, of what we were saying earlier, that if you are in a relationship that is good and healthy and happy, be thankful for that abundance. Have my eye directly went to these two cards again. If it's not, choose positive movement forward for you. Really consider what is the best movement forward for you. Also, if you are kind of I'm sensing that strength piece as well. And it's under these heartbreak and separation cards. Oh my goodness, I just noticed abundance and abundance. Thank you, Source, for pointing that out. I'll come back to that. But what I was sensing prior is if you are one who has closed off your heart, if you are one that is in pain, in separation, you have that wounding, and sadness, take time to be thankful for you, as we said. Take time to be thankful for who you are and what you offer to this world. Allow your heart to feel the abundance of that. Allow your mind to soak that in. And coming back to the double abundance, manifest that is what I'm hearing. Look to receive that as well as give that. It doesn't always have to be monetary, friends. Again, going back to who you are, your gifts, your ability. How can you give that energy out to allow your heart to feel full and for the betterment of others as well? I hope, my friends, this information has been insightful. It has been helpful. Again, what does not apply to you, please feel free to let that go. If there is information, even if it's more than one message, I would encourage you to take time to process that. Even if you need to write down the information real quick that came through, the messages, just briefly write them down and then revisit one at a time. Feel free to do that as well. I'm sensing for some that would be a positive measure. Thank you again for being with me. And as always, love and light to you.